All praise to the Most High, Ahaya, and to his son, YAHAYASHA, Messiah, YAHAYAH. This is Brother Holly here with the third Spirit of Truth broadcast here on the AHAYAH'S channel, as well as the House of Ahaya channel, on this set-apart Sabbath day. First of all, I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to the great I Am, he who is, was, and is to come, the Almighty One, YAHAYAH, and to his son, YAHAYASHA, Messiah, who gave himself for us that we might have life, and that life is in him, YAHAYAH. Yes, children. I said third broadcast. The Most High has been pouring into me. Through much tribulation comes much revelation. I here to help. As I've been troubled, I've been tried, I've been tested. I've been seeing though during this time of trials and testing, during this time of physical, emotional, mental, financial. All of that's attack on every side. The Most High just continue to pour his word into me and pour his spirit out upon me, and I'm so thankful. I'm so gracious. I'm so pleased. I'm so happy that the Most High has saw it fit to protect me and keep me during this time. All praises unto you, Aha, in the name of your holy Son, YAHAYASHA Messiah, YAHAYAH. All praises unto you. Thank you, for what you have done and what you continue to do with me. Thank you for giving the angels charge over me. Thank you for sending them before my path to make my way straight and my way smooth. Thank you for setting everything up. Thank you for teaching me how to profit. Thank you for blessing my hand, the works of my hand. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. In everything give thanks, child, for this is the will of Ahaya concerning you. Praises, Paul. The Apostle Saul, who the world inwardly called Paul, told you that. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about on this third broadcast. Yes, I said third broadcast. We going hard in the paint, children. And I want to talk to all my passport brothers out there, all you Hebrew men who have gone to the four corners of the earth, not to find and preach the message of redemption to your fellow Hebrew brothers and sisters. No. You're going out to the four corners of the earth looking for strange women. That's what you're out there doing, brothers. You're going all to Thailand, Philippines, Russia, the islands, South America. You're all over the world. All over the Middle East, India. You're everywhere. China, Japan. Just if she's strange, you won't. You're doing anything strange for a piece of change. It's a troubling time, my brothers. And I'm speaking to you divesting sisters. Most of you are doing your divesting from your people, from your kindred, from the brothers, right here in the good old USA. You're not getting your passport and flying all over the world. Oh no. You winking at Chad. You winking at Sylvester. You winking at Hunter. You going to get coffee with your favorite white boy. That's what you're doing. So I'm speaking to all the children of Yahshua today, all the Afro-Hebrews, under the sound of my voice. All your divesting sisters and all your passport whore-hopping brothers need to come to an end. And needs to come to an end today. As we have returned to our Most High power, he will return to us as we return to him in holiness and true righteousness. As long as some of us are still out there committing sin upon sin, thumbing their nose at the Most High's Torah, thumbing their nose at the Most High's way, he's going to continue to bring curse upon curse and destruction upon destruction on all of us. Yes, I said it. On all of us. Well, Brother Holly, it don't matter what I do. See, if I'm just doing it, it's going to affect me only. That ain't the truth. We're going to read it from a Hebraic source, the Hebraic source Book of Jubilees in a moment. And we're going to read from the prophets from Ezra in the Standard Old Testament. We're going to read it, and you're going to see what the word of Ahaya says concerning this great transgression. We'll be reading first from the Book of Jubilees, English Hebrew version, special edition. And we'll be reading from the Learn Paleo Hebrew, Torah, Lashwan, Kodash, Holy Tongue, YAHAYASHA Bible Scriptures. And why I'm reading it from this Hebraic version of Jubilees is one, the Hebraic version of Jubilees doesn't have the Greek pollutions that Greek source, like the one you'll find in the Sefer and other places. Greek source Book of Jubilees, they got the pollution, they got that universal salvation message. And this particular transgression I'm talking about is singularly focused. It ain't something everybody can be guilty of. Only the children of the covenant who were given the law and made a covenant through sacrifice with Ahayah. Only the people of his inheritance can commit such transgression. It doesn't matter to him what the heathens do. Let me just be frank and clear with you. It does not matter to him what the heathens do. It matters to him what you do, child of Jacob. What I do, child of Jacob. It matters to him because he got a covenant with us. We covenanted with him to obey him. Our foremothers and forefathers rose their hands and said, whatever he say do, we'll do. But we, their descendants, are gone off. We've gone a whoring after other things. We've gone a whoring after our wicked heart. We've gone a whoring after hoes and whoremongers. Oh, I just tell it to you straight. If you laying up with Zaddy, sister, you've gone a whoring after a whoremonger. If you laying up with Daquan in Thailand, brother, you've gone a whoring after a whore. After the whores of the other nations. You've gone a whoring from your power, and you've probably gone to the temple with her to worship her idol, haven't you? Tell the truth. Tell the truth, brothers. Come on this channel. Tell the truth. If you go in the temple with her, put I shouldn't have did that in the comment section. Wow. And if you putting up a Christmas tree, daughter of Zion, just to make Zaddy happy here in the States, or drinking green beer on St. Patrick's Day, just to make your Zaddy happy, put I shouldn't have done that in the comment section. I repent. Because that's what needs to happen, sis. That's what needs to happen, bro. You need to repent. Let's read the book. Book of Jubilees, chapter 30. Let's start reading in verse 13. And it is a reproach to Yasha'Allah, to those who give, and to those that marry the daughters of the heathen. For this is unclean and abomination to and abominable to Yasha'Allah. And Yasha'Allah shall not be defiled with this uncleanness, that he should have a wife of the daughters of the heathen, or has given of his daughters to a man of any of the heathen. Will you highlight? So all you brothers out there, all you Hebraic fathers out there, who when your daughter bring Zaddy home, when she bring Chad home, when she bring Hannah home, you need to tell her, you need to drop that boy like a bad habit. I ain't giving you to him. I'm not giving you my blessing. I ain't giving you a penny to marry that boy. Because your daughter ain't going a whoring after her whorish heart. See, a man that look just like you ain't good enough for her. Now, she ain't on the come up when she marrying Zaddy. She's breeding destruction in your house. I'll read it again. Jubilees chapter 30, verse 13. And it is a reproach to Yasha'Allah, to those who give, and to those that marry the daughters of the heathen. For this is unclean and abominable to Yasha'Allah. And Yasha'Allah shall not be defiled with this uncleanness, that he should have a wife of the daughters of the heathen, or have given his daughters to a man of any of the heathen. For there shall be plague upon plague, and curse upon curse, and every judgment and plague and curse shall come, if he do this thing, or hide his eyes from those who commit uncleanness. So not only if you're guilty of it, are you going to have plague, but if you hide your eye, if you don't correct it, if you don't do what I'm doing right now, tell them that their vesting sisters and the passport brothers, quit that line, quit that foolishness, quit sinning. Jubilee chapter 30 verse 15, for there shall be plague upon plague, and curse upon curse, and every judgment and plague and curse shall come, if he do this thing, or hide his eyes from those who commit uncleanness, or those who defile the sanctuary of Yahweh, or those who profane his Kodashia name. Then shall the whole nation together be judged for all the uncleanness and profanation of this man will Yahweh. See, the whole nation going to be judged. We all, like I told you earlier, we all suffer under these curses, under these plagues, under these judgments because of your filthiness, because of your uncleanness, because you line up with that nasty woman from another nation. You line up. You don't want your own sister, a woman of your own kindred. You showing hatred toward her. You showing hatred toward your sisters. The women you should have, the women that will raise up strong sons and daughters unto you. A woman of your own culture, of your own kindred, of your own race, if you will. Yeah, we got a heathenistic Hebrew out there right now. You know who you are. I just call you Agent TS009. Agent TS009 and put out on his channel on YouTube about it ain't interracial, it's interfaith. That if a person just believe different, you ain't supposed to marry them. But you can marry anybody you want. Of any nation. It don't matter. I say to Agent TS009, may the Most High judge you for that foolishness. That's what I say. I'm reading it right from the book, bro. You're not to be joined to the people of the other nations. You're not to join with them nor have your children join with them. But as I said on another one of your videos, when you first made that statement, I said, I smell a Becky. Because brothers usually don't make statements like that unless they got them a Becky or a Dequana or Ping Yang. Unless they got something like that. Unless that's what they take it for wife. A Marisol. Unless they got a Marisol for a wife. Now, if you're of them people, you should be with Marisol. If you're of her people. You should be with Ting Guang if you're of her people. But you're not Hebrew. She's not of your people, nor you hers. Leave her alone, brother. And sister, leave daddy alone. He ain't of your people. He don't look nothing like your daddy. He don't look like him, smell like him, or talk like him. You know he ain't of your people. Leave him alone. For your uncleanness is bringing profanation and curses upon your own people. You're bringing us all down with your foolishness. I'll read it again. Book of Jubilee, chapter 30, verse 15. For there shall be plague upon plague, and curse upon curse, and every judgment and plague and curse shall come, if he do this thing, or hide his eyes from those who commit uncleanness, or those who defile the sanctuary of Yahweh, or those who profane his Kodashia name. Then shall the whole nation together be judged for all the uncleanness and profanation of this man. And there shall be no respect of persons, and no consideration of persons, and no receiving at his hands of fruits and offerings and burnt offerings and fat, nor the fire or the fragrance of the sweet savor, so as to accept it. For every man or woman in Yasharahla shall be judged who defiles the sanctuary. We are the tabernacle of Ahayah. We are his flesh and his bone. We are lively stone. The tabernacle of Ahayah is us. Did not the apostle Saul with the word ignorantly called Paul tell you not to defile your temple? For you are the temple of Yahweh. You defile your temple when you line up with somebody of another nation. You defile your temple when you're receiving seed from a man, sister, of another nation. Your womb wasn't designed for that man. It was designed for one of your own brethren. And brothers, you weren't designed to plant seed in them foreign women. You weren't designed to raise up bastards. People who can't come into the congregation to the fourth generation. You weren't designed for that, brother. Wow. Wow. Book of Jubilees, chapter 30, verse 17. Therefore I have commanded you, saying, testify this testimony to Yasha. See how Shechem was and his sons, how they were delivered into the hands of the two sons of Jacob, and they slew them with pain, and it was unto them for righteousness. It was written down for them for righteousness. And the seed of Levi was chosen for the priesthood, and the Levites to minister before Yahweh, as we continually, and the Levi and his sons may be blessed forever. For he is zealous to execute righteousness and judgment and vengeance on all those who arose against Yasha. And so it shall be written in the testimony on the heavenly tablets, blessing and righteousness before the Alahaya of all. And we remember the righteousness which the man fulfilled during his life, at all times of the year, until 1,000 generations. They shall be blessed. It is written, and it shall come upon him, and to his generations after him. For he has been recorded on the heavenly tablet as a friend and a righteous man. All this saying I have written to you, and have commanded you to tell the children of Yasha that they should not commit sin, nor transgress the ordinances, nor break the covenant, which has been ordained for them, but that they should fulfill it and be recorded as friends will you highlight. What did Messiah say in the Gospel of John? You are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. You want to be recorded as a friend of the Most High? Do what he told you. Wow. Do what he commanded you. And he commanded you. He commanded me. He commanded us all. Man, woman, boy, and girl. To stick to ourselves. And to only be amongst ourselves. So let's read it. In the Old Testament, in Ezra. Ezra chapter 9, let's start reading that verse 1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Yasha and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Jebusites and the Amorites and the Moabites and the Egyptians and the Amorites. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves, and for their sons, so that the Quodashia seed, or the holy seed, have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this transgression. In this trespass. Wow. He said, the most powerful amongst us, our leadership. Isn't that how it play out? It's our leadership that's always going after. So it's been known for as long as I can remember. As soon as a brother get a little bit of money, what he gonna do? He dropped the sister he had in high school. Say he a professional athlete, professional football player. His little sister girlfriend he had in high school. She went to college with him. Followed him to college. Went to college together. But as soon as he get ready for that pro contract, he kicked Quita out. He tell Quita, we're going two different directions in life. And he gonna get Becky. Becky be all at the draft with him. Every year you watch the NFL and NBA draft, it's the same story. Becky's with brothers. And if you're a sister and you rise up in politics, or if you rise up in this world, look at all of them. Look at all the sisters in power in this country. All of them married to Chad. All of them married to Hunter. Every last one of them. It's like you can't get up unless they got this hanging over your head. Unless the Most High favor ain't going to be upon you. Oh, for all y'all, want to cry Obama. Obama wasn't even one of us anyway. His daddy was a Hamite. His daddy a Kenyan and mama a white woman. He ain't no Hebrew. He a Hamite. He just looked like us. Proof that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. If I'm telling the truth, put it a 1 in the comment section. I'll keep reading. Ezra chapter 9 verse 2 again. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hands of the princes and the rulers have been chief in this trespass. And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle, and plucked off the hair of my head and off my beard, and sat down astonished. Then were assembled unto me everyone that trembled at the words of the AHAYAH of Yasha, because of the transgression of those that had been carried away. And I sat astonished until the evening sacrifice. And at the evening sacrifice I arose from my heaviness, and having rent my garments and my mantle, I fell upon my knees, and spread out my hands unto AHAYAH, my AHAYAH, and said, O my AHAYAH, I am ashamed and blushed to lift up my face to thee, my AHAYAH, for our iniquities are increased over our head, and our trespass have grown up into the heavens. Since the day of our fathers have we been in great trespass until this day, and for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, to a spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day. And now for a little space grace has been shown from AHAYAH, our AHAYAH, to leave us a remnant to escape, and to give us a nail in his holy place, that our AHAYAH may lighten our eyes, and give us a little reviving in our bondage. For we were bondsmen, yet our AHAYAH have not forsaken us in our bondage, but have extended mercy unto us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us a reviving, to set up the house of our AHAYAH, and to repair the desolations thereof, and to give us a wall in Judah and in Jerusalem. And now, O our AHAYAH, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments. Will you highlight? Ezra chapter 9 verse 11. Which thou hast commanded by the servants, the prophets, saying, the land unto which you go to possess, it is an unclean land, with the filthiness of the people of the lands, with their abominations, which they fill it from one end to another, with their uncleanness. Will you highlight? I'll say to you plain, brothers. Philippines is unclean land. They got statues everywhere. They got crosses everywhere. In the Philippines, they crucify someone. They nail someone to a cross every year. Blood going everywhere. Like that's appeasing the Most High. Oh, Thailand ain't no better. Oh, that's your favorite. Thailand, that's your favorite. Man, out on every corner, man. And I know, old girl, man, Thailand drug you to the temple. Yeah, man, you been down to the village. You been down to the temple. I know you have. Because you drunk over there, man. You drunk on the fragrance of Babylon, man. Old girl got you drunk. And you ain't doing no better, sisters, here in America. No, you ain't took your act on the road. You just the party from the brothers that left here. You putting up a Christmas tree with Zaddy. You all down at the pub. The only Negro for 100 miles. Down at the pub. Sitting on Hunter's lap. Drinking green beer on St. Patrick's Day. Just heathing it all up. Because you forsook the Most High's commandments. You forsook his covenant. You've cast his way behind you like it's some strange thing that you may embrace the way of the heathen. Ezra chapter 9 verse 10. And now, O our Alahiah, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments, which thou hast commanded by thy servants the prophets, saying, the land which you go in to possess, it is an unclean land, with the filthiness of the people of the lands, and their abominations which they have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace, nor their wealth forever, that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. Will you highlight? That's what you're giving up. You're giving up eating the good of the land and leaving an inheritance for your children to do so. When you line up with Natasha from Russia. Oh, you'll take food and inheritance away from your Hebrew children and give it to your Mongol children that you had with Natasha. Come on, bro. Oh, you'll depart. You'll walk away from your Hebrew child, sister, and raise up seed under Zaddy. You have your Hebrew child living with your grandma because you don't want to upset your husband, who's as white as my shirt. Sister, brother, these things ought not be so. I'll read it again. Ezra chapter 9, verse 12. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. And after all that is come upon us from our evil deeds and our great trespass, seeing that thou, our Alahiah, have punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and has given us such a deliverance as this, should we again break thy commandments and join in affinity with the people of these abominations? Wouldst not thou be angry with us till thou hast consumed us, so that there should be no remnant nor escaping? O Ahiah, Alahiah of Yasha'Allah, thou art righteous, and we remain yet escaped, as it is this day. Behold, we are before thee in our trespasses, for we cannot stand before thee because of this. Brothers, sisters, return unto the Most High in repentance. In the day you hear his voice, don't harden your heart. Put Zaddy to packing, sister. Leave. Go home if you got to. Go live with your grandmama if you got to. The Most High has a brother out there for you. All my passport brothers, self-deport yourselves back home. Self-deport from those places and spaces where you are. Leave Dequan and whatever her name is behind. Come home, find a sister, and raise up a holy seed in the name of Yahayah. All praises to the Most High, Ahayah, and to his son, YAHAYASHA, Messiah, Yadah. Hayah.